faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of the present position and of all others I may have to hold under the Republic of the Philippines. I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines. That will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines. And that impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily. Without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
My fellow government workers, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Kindly sit down. Thank you for the courtesy. Dalawang isip ko was usually pareho kanina sa kawit. It was a 2-page speech. At ang layo-layo ko na hindi ko makapasok sa Cavite because of the weather. Dito, I had to take a plane kasi kung chopper, baka si Robredo ang presidente niyo bukas. Ay, nakita chopper is visual. But I fly at night. But only on kung clear yung weather. Otherwise, I take the plane. But I fly at night. Gusto ko, enjoy ako na ang dilim ng langit at parang wala kang mapuntahan. In difference to former President, ma'am, medyo mahiya ako na 2 page lang. Mas matagal pa yung pagpasok natin dito. So, I will just start with the acknowledgements of the presence of our guests. Former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo. Ma'am, magandang hapon po. Interior and Local Government Officer in Charge, Eduardo Anyo. Sir, magandang hapon. Presidential Advisor for Political Affairs, Francis Tolentino. Former Mayor of Tagaytay. The Presidential Spokesperson, Harry Roque Jr. Mabalacat City Mayor Crisostomo Garbo and the other local government officials. Our newly elected punong-barangays. Kasama ko sa gobyerno, mga kababayan. You know, sa grupo ng mga tao sa gobyerno, maraming namatay na barangay captain. Almost every day, you can read it in the newspapers or hear it over the radio na pinatay ang village chief or punong barangay and everything. Ang losses natin sa barangay officials halos magkapareho sa military pati police. Same ratio. And that is because those who died remained true to their oath of office. Talaga nagpakatotoo sila and maybe in defending the integrity of the Republic. Yan ang karamihan dyan. Hindi ko naman I cannot speculate on the other reasons why. But I can only convince you this afternoon na yan nga, to protect the people and to serve the nation. We agreed on that many years ago. So ang ating the flag that keeps us united, including the Moro of Mindanao, those who believe in real peace. I hope you'd understand itong dynamics ng ating bayan. There is a pending bill which we hope to become a law. And we further pray that hindi naman abusuhin ng lahat, and it will bring at least a degree of peace in Mindanao. Kasi yung sabi ni Murad, na there will be no decommissioning of their armed force unless they get the BBL. Ako po, bilang I am not a soldier. I am not a policeman. I am a government worker elected by the people to search the elusive peace for our nation. Kung yan lang ang matrabaho ko, and I accomplish that, okay na sa akin. I was here during the campaign and nagsalita ako ng marami. But for the rhetorics that was spoken here by me, actually kung tignan mo, 4 lang ang aking pangako sa bayan. And that started because of the presidential debates, and we were given so little time. At alam ko naman, I cannot say anything in 1 minute and 30 seconds. So bullet lang ako. Fundamentally, I promise that I will stop corruption in government. And that I will clean this country of drugs and criminals. And that I will talk to the enemies of the state in search of peace. And that is why I have invited si Season to come home peacefully, and I will guarantee his personal safety and security. And sabi ko, I can only afford to give you 60 days. For despite of all the previous talks that we have had, it ended in a failure. But I'm willing to walk the extra mile. Sabi ko, 60 days. And that will be the most critical moment ata sa pagka-presidente ko. Kasi ako ang magastos, ako ang magbili ng ticket, then I will provide for the billeting, but you come home in peace to talk and stop extortion and taxation, and that your troops will stay in a particular place. Kung tawagin nilang kampo, fine with me. Kung sabihin lang nila security place, okay lang. Or peace zones, okay lang. But that they do not carry firearms outside of that area until the talks are over. Should the peace talks prevail, then we would be lucky, and I would thank God for it. But if not, sabi ko, ako na mismo ang magsama sa kanya sa airport, at I will see to it that he will fly out alive. Pero ang sinabi ko sa huwag siyang masaktan, kasi totoo naman na if it does not succeed, huwag ka nang umuwi dito sa Pilipinas kailanman. Sa higat mad, kasi sinabi ko, pag umuwi ka, papatayin talaga kita. And there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong in this statement because he is an enemy of the state. That's why I'm talking to Murad, yung BBL. Then si Nur Miswari. Nur Miswari is, maybe he realizes that at the end of the day, on our sunset days, we need to push for peace. Kasi ipasa mo lang yung violence doon sa anak mo at anak. And we cannot fight forever. I have no business going war against my own people. Yan ang importante dyan eh. So sabi ko sa kanila, mag-usap tayo. The violence is one thing that I must avoid at all costs. Sinabi ko sa military, maintindihin ninyo ako because my job is to keep my country stable and safe. I am not a wartime president. It could never be one. Wala namang gera talaga, but a lot of, dito rebellion doon, Mindanao. Pero we are working overtime. That was the fourth promise that I made. I'll talk to the enemies of the state. Itong Mindanao, I'll give you, I am not instilling fear, but this is going to happen. The ISIS has contaminated itong Abu Sayyaf. The rebellion in Mindanao was purely territorial in nature. Sabihin ng mga Moro, nanay ko, Maranao Sabihin nila, nauna kami dito. At Islam was ahead by almost 80 years. Sabi nila 100. But when I was a congressman, nagbisita ako sa Malaysia, I went to the archives. Basa-basa lang because I'm interested in history. So nauna yung Islam doon. So by the time the Christians made the inroads there, mag-ikay Pampanggenyo, Cebuano, Ilonggo, Hiligaynon, you are not an original native of Mindanao. Mga anak na lang kami ng mga Pampanggenyo. I remember very well the family of Dr. Lising. Jose. Yun ang kapitbahay ko sa Davao, mga Kapampangan. So kami yung settlers. At itong si Dr. Lising started yung mga fish ponds dito kasi that's dito yun yung naalaman ninyo how to do it. So nauna sila doon. So they now claim that we went there, at least my father, who married a Mindanaoan, then got off so many of the lands. Totoo naman. When the Spaniards came, nung umalis sila, most of the lands were given to the influential, pati yung mga mayaman. When the Americans took over, ganun rin. They divided Mindanao into cadastral lands and instituted the Torrens title system. Along the way, forgetting the originals, and so they are now living in enclaves, yung parang distrito nila, distrito. But never except for Cotabato, Lanao, yung traditional stronghold ng Moro. So we understand that, and we are ready to talk. Maybe create regions exclusively for them. Ang tingin ko kasi, ma'am, ganito. They are so worried about itong Diguasan Mars. Somebody told them that it far beneath the bowels of the earth is a trillion cubic meter of oil. Sinabi ko, hindi namin kukunin yan. As we promise, yung lahat ng natural resource inyo. But then, in exchange, we have to live together, side by side, in peace. Ako, sabi ko, ayaw ko galawin. Kung kayo ang original dito, but it contains so many and would make you rich, fine. We have no business. And just like Boracay, we are not claiming it. Allow us to clean the place, then after that, I will give it back to the people. Wala ba kaming interest dyan wala kaming negosyo. Parang ganon. So yan ang itong droga, tatapusin ko ito sa panahon ko. Kung hindi ko matapos sa salita, tatapusin talaga kita. Believe me. I will publicly sasabihin ko, if you destroy my country, I will kill you. Sigurado yan. If you destroy the young of the land, yung pag-asa natin, mga anak natin, yun ang inaasahan natin. Kung sirain mo ang anak mo, I will put you kanina sa Cavite, gano'n rin. Pag sabi ko, to place it in a proper perspective. Ewan ko ba kung bakit nasanay rin ako I never shifted my paradigm being mayor to the president. Kakala ko, ang mga kausap ko, yung mga kababayan ko, gano'n ako magsalita. Gusto ko magmura ako. Wala pa problema doon sa Davao. Pagdating dito sa Maynila, maraming kuskus. Siyempre, kung magalit ka, patak-patak talaga yung bunganga mo. But it was my style. Ewan ko kung bakit. Kasi lahat kami migrants. Puro squatters kami doon originally. So we made a living along the way. Pagkatapos, nagpaiwan pa rin yung mga Batangke niya, so nasanay rin kami nakinig doon sa mga gago. Mura ng mura dito. Kaya ngayon, pero libre man yan, wala man yung bayad. Bakit ba maraming ingay itong mga yawa na ito? Kailangan ko talaga putulin yan. Ganito yan Kami ni mga presidente, kung mag-retire kami, more or less, mag-abot ba ng 20 yung pension? Mag-abot. Ako pati si ma'am. Sino sa inyo ang mag-abot ng 20? Kayong mga mayayaman, you will not expect it or wait for it. At how about yung mga trabante? Ito mga sundalo. Ito lahat. Ito yung dyan. Laborers. Alam mo, pinapaaral natin yung mga anak natin. Hoping na kung tayo na ang may kailangan sa tulong nila, baka pag-aral sila ng tama, may edukasyon, makakuha ng kunting trabaho. And the cycle of life in the Philippines is that we are supported by our parents hanggang makatapos ka, magkaasawa ka. So, in the sunset days of their lives, and it will surely come to us. No doubt about it, it will happen to us. Kung mga anak nila, ganunin mo, you feed them with drugs, kakatok, tapos ikaw pension lang. How much? Ordinary in government. Yung office section, wala. Palagay na natin si Bato. It was bruited to be a huge amount of 14 You retire, kayong mga pulis, you retire at the age of 56. 56, you get about 14 million. Diyan mo nakunin ang pagkain mo araw-araw sa gastos. At the age of 56, yung mga anak nito, mga sundalo na to, yung iba nasa college pa. How do you intend to survive? Who will buy the antibiotics? They're quite expensive. Ayaw naman bumala ng tao ng generic. Sino magtakbo doon sa magbili ng oxygen? Sino magbayad sa ospital? Sinong susubo ng lugaw? Anak mo. Magiging inutil ka talaga. Yan, palakad-lakad na. Mabutit na lang kung maawa ang Diyos, you are cut off early. Gaya ni Roylo. Magkasama kami sa 11th Congress noon. So it's just 71. Ako 73. And walang bisyo yung tao na yun. Well, I really do not know. But hindi yata umiinom yun. Yung clean living. Wala akong nabalitaang babae. Yung dito, maraming mayor, sige inom. Sige sigarilyo. Tapos hanggang ngayon, buhay pa. Tingnan mo si Aguirre, oh. Ang ganda ng katawan. Nakilala ito si Mayor sa motor. I have toured this country sa big bike. Twice. Inikot ko itong Pilipinas. Doon sa dulo, pabalik. It was only when I saw my country, the whole length and breadth of it, na in love ako talaga sa Pilipino. Kaganda ng bayan natin. I was mayor then. I was mayor for 23 years. Ed, ilang taong ka na ba? Tagal ka na rin, ah. Tingin mo ata na pagbigyan mo yung iba? Ayaw mo? Si Ed, pareho kami ng eskwelahan niya na. Bit Aguirre. Kaya, hindi ako atras dyan sa droga na yan. Talagang tatapusin kita. Ngayon ng mga OFW, they suffer abuse. Sinisikmura nila yan. Pagkain. Tapos kung ano na lang. That's why I am happy. I'm going to travel to Kuwait to thank them. Kasi they practically gave in to my demands. Sabi ko, 1 day off, no confiscation of passports and cell phones, no body contact. And they would be allowed to use their own mga recipe, makaluto sila ng sarili. Iba yung pagkain mo, iba yung pagkain mo. And I got all that I wanted. So out of gratitude, magpasalamat lang ako doon. After all, they are also human beings, I found out. But I was a bit harsh, very harsh during the early days. At pinalagpas lang nila yung mga mura ko. So, I will go there. Ngayon, yung mga nandiyo, they keep on sending money, believing that yung abuso, sinisikmura nila yan. Mga anak na dito, the remittances, ito namang mga gago, pag nalaman nila itong bata na ito has a steady supply of cash on hand, dinikit, may tawag dyan sa Bisaya, pero bastos yung ginalugod mo hanggang bibigay yung tao. Nga tao working there for 5 years, believing that sa anak nila, makita nila ang produkto ng pagod nila, pati paghirap. Pagdating dito, sabog pala ang mga babae, nagkalat. you know, pareho man tayo na trabaho. We look after the welfare of the Filipino. Yung pamilya. A family that loses the presence of the father, tapos walang tatay ang pamilya, that family becomes dysfunctional. Pag ang pamilya na wala ang tatay pati nanay at yung mga anak iwan lang sa tiyahin, sa mga kapatid, sa lolo't lola, that family is totally dysfunctional. Walang makita ng nanay pati tatay because they're struggling to make a living. So it behooves upon us now how to improve the economy. Napapasok ito, magbalik ito sila, not for anything, but for the sake of the Filipino na mahirap. Na makabalik sila dito sa pamilya nila and start all over again. Kasi pag prangka ako sa the absence of the wife, pati yung the absence of the husband, diyan mapapasok ang, hindi naman lahat, but pardon me, no offense intended, mga liwa yung lalaki o yung babae. Because of the absence. Human beings follow the fundamental rule of biology. Maghanap talaga ng ano yan. And with that kind of absence, aywan ko lang. Iwanan ako ng asawa ko isang buwan, wala na. May pampalit na ako. Abuti ng isang buwan. Kaya ako mainit dyan sa droga. Tulungan ninyo ako. At please lang, mga kaibigan ko, wag na wag kayong pumasok dyan. It's either your life or you get the money. I'm not attributing to it. Pero lahat na ganito, sinasabi ko talaga, lalo na sa Mindanao, maraming pumasok yan. Wag na wag, kasi pag abot ng panahon, magkita tayo ng isang kanto. Mamili ko. Hindi talaga ako papayag. Not during my watch. Wag sa panahon ko, kasi hindi ko talaga gusto. Ihirit talaga ako ng ihirit. Hindi na bali ng human rights. Because when the day is done, tapos babagsak ang bayan ko, yung mga walang maitulong yan. And it's so vicious. It's so, ang mga human rights, tingnan lang nila always. There are the thousands that were killed by Duterte. O, di sige. Ako man kaya yan. I do not argue. Ako, ganon? Totoo yan. Pero wala na isamok. Bisaya, wala nang kutso-kutso. Ako. Tama yan. Pero baliktarin mo. Pag baliktad mo, isang nanay, nabulag, ang asawa, pakialaman pa yung 14 years old, pati 1 years old. Kung ikaw ang presidente, maliligaya ka? Kaya ako pag ginawa mo yan, rape ka ng bata, pati patayin mo, sus. Huwag mo na akong bulahin. Tapon mo sa dagat yan. Ayun, human rights. Sige na yan siya. Ayun, wala na sa likod, no? Ito, admitted ni Duterte na between my country, sabi ko nga, I will destroy you too. Do not ever do that. So, let me be very clear on this. And you ask the cabinet members that no commercial contract of any kind kay may MRT king sa railway ninyo dito kung ano man yung runway sa Clark o yung airport na bago tatan, those papers do not reach my table either sa opisina or sa bahay. I do not allow it. Kaya sila Vince, sila Aguirre noon, it begins and ends sa opisina mo. Huwag kang pumunta sa akin na about anong gawin ko nito. Kaya kita kinuha eh. Ayaw ko. Appointments, policies, minsan si Sunny about banking, ito ngayon sa inflation, so we're trying to not really solve, explain to the people how it will. Alam mo, simple lang ang Pilipinas, hindi masyado. You know, sabi nila, we used to be second to Japan. Madaling sabihin yan eh. Well, but along the way, sabi nila, we deteriorated in our governance. Ngayon, second to the last tayo sa Bangladesh. Now, kindly remember, pag-isipan mo muna rin mabuti bago mo tapakan yung bayan mo. That right after the Second World War, kakaanak lang natin, you know, every nation was searching for their natural resources. Ang Indonesia struck oil. Malaysia, binigyan ng Panginoong Diyos ng oil. Ang Brunei, sobra-sobra binigyan ng oil. Ano ang oil? Lahat makita mo. Dito. Lahat yung nakatali ba yung chandelier niya? Mukhang hindi masyado mahigpit, oh. Ganoon rin, yung pointed pa yung kubir-kubira mo yung ulo mo. Walang binigay ng oil. Paggawa niya ng oil, makina eh. Paggawa nitong makina. Lathe or whatever, the basic machine, wala tayo. Lahat makita mo, pati paglakad mo, papunta ko dito, the airplane itself is a product of oil. It is a product of a machine run by oil na wala tayo. Kasi yung struggling tayo. Ngayon, punta ko ng Alegria sa Cebu. So, baka pagbigyan tayo ng Panginoong Diyos. Lahat eh. It constitute about 1/3 of our lahat gawain mo. Sapatos, damit. It's a product of oil. Wala kang makita na hindi oil because of the machine na patakbuhin mo, which is run by oil. Yan ang gusto ko maintindihan ng Pilipinas. Hindi naman talaga tayo nagkulang sir. Wala lang tayo that single commodity which is very crucial in the development, wag na yung progress, development of the country. And so, ganun ang natin. Bawiin natin sa ibang bagay. Ako, I do not propose that there would be a pagbabago, yung change talaga may makita ka na magagandang bagay. But I will stick to my promise. One is corruption, drugs, I'll talk to then law and order. Hindi ako pwede ang mayor ako tapos magpatayan lang dyan, hayaan ko lang ng ganun. I cannot stomach that. Makialam talaga ako. Now, dito sa trabaho ninyo, ano ang trabaho ko? Ang trabaho ninyo. Limitado ako sa siyudad, kayo sa barangay. Ano bang diferensya natin? Kung 3 ang asawa mo, 4 yung akin. So, kung may girlfriend ka ng 2, o may 3 ako. Ganun lang yan. So, if you cannot govern your barangay, the way it should be run, magkakaroon tayo ng problema nito. Then, yung munisipyo mo, malakas. Malaman kasi namin malaman ni John Anyo. Kung maraming kaso, maraming rape, maraming patayan, droga, by the apprehensions sa law enforcement, then there must be something seriously wrong sa barangay mo. Either you are into it or you do not do what is expected of you. Ako ang guarantee ko, including the police, the military, and all, pati kayo, remember this, pag nagka-atraso kayo, and there's a case filed against you, and you think that you are in the performance of your duty as a barangay, tapos napatay mo o nabugbog mo, do not be afraid. I will, sabihin mo lang, the only thing that I ask of you is, kung mali mo, huwag ka na lang lumapit sa akin. Pero kung sabihin mo, Mayor, ayaw ko kasi tawagin ako presidente. It's very unsettling. Pag Mayor, nakaka-react agad ako. Pero Mayor, alam mo ganito ang nangyari. Just tell me the truth. Wala kang problema. Then I will back you up. At kung ano sabihin ko kay local government na please kindly go over this because this is something. Kasi ang iba magdiretso sa akin. Nasabihin ko lang kay Jana, what is fair and just? Yun lang, yung legal. At medyo sumobra ka, ako na ang bahala. Yung nagdemanda sa iyo, tapusin na lang natin para wala na. Akin na yan. Lalo na kung hiritan mo, huwag ka lang basta-basta, lalo na droga. Total maraming, trabaho ng police, karami. You go to the police, at kung wala kang, you do not find any relief, you just tell me or you go to Secretary Anyo, tell him straight na itong police na assign doon, then he will make the corresponding decision. So kung mapatakbo ka, napunta ho na kayo ng Davao. Napunta na kayo ng Davao. Oh. Ngayon, hindi ko pinagmamalaki. Sinabi ko lang sa inyo nga, sasabihin ko, na nung mayor, nagtrabaho talaga ako. So for 23 years, ako yung mayor. So I was able to shape not really the destiny. Ay mahirap yan, parang Diyos ka. I was able to shape the design of governance sa syudad. Punta nga kayo doon, tingnan nyo. Maglakad kayo baski saan. Maghanap ka ng droga kung may makita ka, aywan ko. Maglakad ka ng gabi, kaya lang sarado doon. At 1 o'clock, sinadya ko talaga yan. Kasi ako, sabi ng asawa ko, alas 12, mag-uwi na daw ako. Sabi ko, paano yung iba? Bakit sila nag-inuman pa? Ako hindi makalakad-lakad. Sabi ng asawa ko ito. Sabi ng anak ko, my daughter sleeps with me. Yan si Veronica. Hindi natutulog sa nanay niya. So, mapipilitan ako mag-uwi. Kasi yung bata ayaw magtulog. Dalaga na yung ngayon, hanggang ngayon, iniipit ako. So, ginawa ko, kung hindi ako makalakad ng alas 12, alauna, tayong lahat, idadamay ko. Alauna, sarado na. Wala na akong inggit. Sabi ng doktor, kung hindi ka maghinto ng sigarilyo, mamamatay ka. Ganun. So, paano, Dok? Sa labas mo, ewan ko, basta kung ikaw, kung hindi ka maghinto ng sigarilyo, patay ka. Ganun. Anong stage na, Dok? Mga stage 1. Yung Barrett mo, mga stage 1 na rin. Sabay-sabay na sila. Ganun. Sige. Inuman, alas 12, tapos tayo, uwi. Hindi rin ako makainom. Di wag na kayong uminom ng sobra. Damay-damay lang man ito. Walang pasyal, hindi ako makapasyal, huwag kayong mamasyal. So, bakit mo kami damayin? Problema ninyo yan. Ako ang hinalal ninyo, ulol. Sunod kayo sa akin. Ganun na. So, Davao City is a bit kurtyos ang mga tao doon. Ayaw ko yung mga magbili tapos nakasimangot. Even tomorrow, maranaw yung lula ko. Sabi ko, kayong suplado na medyo magalit na ngumiti kayo. Maghuli, ngumiti kayo. Yung mga maganda, lalo na ngitian mo, baka maswerte ka pa. Maraming magaganda sa Davao. Kayong mga bata, kayong mga barangay captain na dito, approximately in this crowd, mga 1/3 dito, hindi ako nagbibiro, nagpapatawa. 1/3 dito may mga asawa to. May mga may pangalawang asawa to. Sigurado ako. Hindi ako nagpapatawa. Sigurado yan, may babae yan. See? Sabi ko sa inyo wala mang iba, walang lusot, ipakpak na lang. Ito yan. At least 1/3 of you guys I know. Mayroon yan kayong maniwala kayo. Basta maglabas yan gabi-gabi tapos sabihin magpatrolya sa babae. Huwag ka maniwala, magpatrolya yan. Lalo nang kita mo tamad tapos bigla na lang basta babae magbihis yan. Pasundan mo. Mahuli po yan. Dito yung kayo nagpakpak guilty itong mayawa na ito. Kayo yan. Ilan kayong may babae? Ayaw ba? O kunwari, sige na. Ganun lang yan. So that is what life is all about. So I am happy that I was able to talk to you. It's always a crime and criminality, lalo na ang drugs. Hindi ako pwedeng bumigay dito. Maliletse ang bayan. And it would not be fair. Because even during the presidential debates, maaga akong matapos. Kaya limited time, so ito gawin ko. Corruption, hindi ko. And I'm doing it. Lahat ng nauna yung mga kasama ko sa mayor's office in 1988, kasama ko na. Talagang pinatalsik. Early on. Kaya yung bantay kayo dyan yung I thought that they were really in good faith, in utter good faith. Sabihin, takbo ka kasi ganon, kaawa ng Pilipinas. So, manalo ka, you accommodate because you trust them as friends. Only to find out na ang unang magkalat, sila. Travel ka agad, papanaluhin ka, tapos pag nanalo, nandyan na. Punta ng kung saan, climate change sa Africa, climate change dito sa Chicago, climate change doon sa Ontario, climate change puro climate change. Tapos ito namang Pilipinas, isang bagyo, pinupuwit pa ng isa na palabas. Walang nangyari sa climate change, ang gasto. At puro lahat nagpuntahan sa climate change. Ano? If you have incurred 21, 20 travels a year, to go. Pati yung mga, talaga yung mga malalaking opisina. kindly, ayaw ko na lang mag-file ng kaso. But if asked, I will name you. Because that is my duty. Teka muna, hindi ko nabasa pala ito. Basahin ko lang ito, ha? Kasi ang gumawa nito, baka yung mga doon, no? Magagalit yan sila ilang... I might just read, just take about a minute. Today is a very important gathering. I stand before you, some of the most dedicated and passionate civil servants of our country. No doubt, I believe, sulat nito. Hindi naman lahat but if you. Naniniwala talaga ako sa inyo. So kung ano yung ginagawa ko as city mayor o yung presidente, sundan lang ninyo. Salvage dito, salvage doon. Saya sabi ng human rights, I congratulate our newly elected punong-barangays and thank them for accepting the challenge of public service at a crucial moment in our nation's history. As you take your oath of office and swear in front of your family and supporters, and may I add, before God and people, I trust that you will uphold excellence, accountability, and transparency in your respective offices. Keep in mind that you are operating within the context of a nation. Let us set aside our personal interests as we selflessly and tirelessly fulfill the duties and responsibilities that come with our positions. We owe it to the Filipino people to serve with humility and lead with integrity. Our fight against criminality, corruption, and illegal drugs continues. As you advocate for the sectors you represent, I join the newly elected barangays to ensure the implementation of the anti-illegal drug efforts, such as the establishment and operation of the respective barangay anti-drug abuse council. May I cut here? I might consider arming you if I think in my assessment and evaluation at tatanungin ko yung police pati yung intelligence community, if you are really into it, the crime, I will support you. And I may grant you possession and to carry your firearms. Pag nakita ko na talagang lumalaban ka, you do not only have the Philippine National Police, the military, but me and the secretary will see you through. Hindi ko kayo pababayaan. At kung sakali man, ito no, at kayo'y madisgrasya, magtatanong ako at re-raise back ako. Tandaan ninyo yan. Pag kayo ang disgrasya dyan sa anti-drug, anti-criminality, magtatanong ako. And hindi ako magpalugi. Magkakaso kayo, nandyan ako sa akin. And I will even pakialaman ko. Kasi performance of duty is something which I am respectfully asking you to enjoin you to do your job. Para pasubo kayo, hindi ko kaya yan. Just like the police and the military. Pag performance of duty, I will never relish the sight of a law enforcement agency or a barangay captain going to jail kasi iniwanan kayo. Mag-i-intervene ako. Hindi yan corruption. Kaya nakialam si Duterte sa corona. Makikialam lang ako pag trabaho mo. Sabihin ko, and so, May kasi, ayan, korupsyon kasi kinausap yung, ano, how about may barangay captain na namatay? Paano yan? Yung pulis ko, o yung military na kinatay ninyo. Ibig sabihin hanggang dyan lang istorya natin. Mahirap yan. Mahirap yan. Hindi naman sanay tayo sa vendetta, but just an assurance that you will have my support and I will take the cudgels for you. Di ako papayag as president. I'm willing to go to jail if need be. Wala naman, matanda na ako. So, no more. Basa na lang ako doon sa loob. Ngayon, kung may mga kontak ka, kagaya mo, yung nasa kulungan ngayong gaga na yan, pati siya nakakaroon ng bisita sa loob eh. Conjugal visits, they call it. And the strangest of all is that she was not a wife, but she was frequenting the place, maybe to, and the privilege was granted because of a conjugal visit. Pero mapunta ka doon sa loob, magpaano ka lang, maswerte siya. I urge the newly elected officials to work closely with the national government in creating solutions that not only respond to the needs of our citizens, but also restore their faith and confidence in our leaders and institutions' capacity to serve. What we will now do is to help shape our nation's future. If we are to create progress that is truly substantial and sustainable, we must demonstrate the passion and determination to secure and improve the lives of our people. I have the greatest trust in the experience and ability that each one of you possess. Together, let us use this opportunity to bring valuable and meaningful reforms in our bureaucracy so that we can get rid of society's ills and usher a real and lasting change for the benefit of the people. Before I end, wala akong partido-partido. I won dito sa Pampanga because si Ma'am ang nag-support. Ma'am, salamat ha. Salamat sa inyo. Palakpak na ako. Classic. Pasalamat na yung tao, tapos titinginan lang tayo dito. Well, I really won here. And so I'd like to thank, and in some places. But ako, I do not. Usually, a president prepares a national program of 6 years. Sabi ko, hayaan mo. Sulat ang nauna to benefit was Cebu. Then Clark will be the next. Maraming trabaho yan. Sabi ko, unahin na ninyo yung ibang lugar. I will be the last. Hayaan mo na yung Davao. Kaya sa subdivision ko when I became mayor, kasabi ko, kung hindi nyo na-concrete lahat, wag na yung akin. Only after that you have cemented it, then you might want to look back and do the same for me. Kaya nauna kayong lahat, Cebu, then I think Panglao, because we have to build alternative places where tourists can go. Now, let me be very clear. Allow Anyo and Simato to clean Boracay. Do not intervene there. Kasi we are in the process of just cleaning the city. After it is cleaned, and there's hygiene improvements, ibabalik ko yun sa tao. At masiguro ninyo, yung ibabalik ko doon mismo sa mga may-ari na totoo. I will not give it to the big business Kasi Boracay can only take so much waste. Even with an improved sewer or sewerage, whatever, because of the volume. Ngayon, yung likod niyan, sinabi ko, ilan reform ko. Sinabi ko sa cabinet kagabi, kami si John Anyo, Tolentino was there, Roque was there. Sinabi ko, bakit, anong napasok ni Duterte sa ulo? Well, ang Boracay remains to be a place where everybody would covet because there is the rich tourist. Sabi ko, I will leave it to Congress to create a strip. Diyan, it could be from the lowest high tide, low tide. Magbilang sila ng, and they might want to consider it as a commercial area. Because President Arroyo and I never signed any proclamation to change the whole thing. It remains to be forestal pati agriculture. Kung ayaw ni ma'am, ayaw ko rin. Gaya-gaya po tumaya. Pero sabi ko, eventually, because of money, bibigayan. Lalo na kung wala na kami, bibigayan. Ibigay ko na ngayon sa mga natives doon by way of land reform. Alam mo bakit? Pagdating ng panahon, they will eat up barangay at mag-establish yan ng mga resorts dyan. But, Boracay can only take so much. It's just a small strip. So, ibigay ko doon sa mga natives. So, by the time na magnegosyo na and the big business would go in, hawak na nila ang titulo at pwede na nilang ipagbili. Ang consolation ko is makahawak sila ng pera ng malaki. Kaya yung land reform sa Mindanao failed. Why? Because eventually they sell it back. Pinagbibili nila. Sabi na, wala, Mayor, ang land reform is in hotel. Never succeeded. Well, one is kung wala kang kapital, wala kang pang-abono, wala lahat, and government is not ready there all the time, it will really fail. I mean, the enterprise of agriculture. But what's our happiness? At least yung binigyan ng pera, binili yung lupa, and they sold the land at 300, 400, 1 million. Yung mga laborers noon, at least nakahawak sila, even for a brief moment in time, meron silang tag 500, 1 million, o 800,000, para sa akin, tabla na. At least, nakatikim lahat. Yun ang gusto kong yan. That is why land reform ko yan. Not really to benefit anybody, except the people there. Bigay ko sa kanila. Inyo yan yung mga mangyan. Inyo yan. Balang araw, ipagbili ninyo, maybe your daughter and sons will reap at least kunting pera, makatikim kayo. I said, even for a moment. Hindi naman magtatagal yan. But that is the way how I think about things. Yun lang po kasi I have to go back. I still have, pati si ma'am, meron yung, you want to fly with me? May bakante, ma'am. Diretso na tayo sa yes. I'll have somebody na i-drive. There are about, marami pang puan. Hinulog ko na lahat yung iba. Papunta dito. I'd like to invite you to ride in my back. So mga barangay captains, all you have to do is to be true. At least once in a lifetime, nakasilbi ka. It's not a great honor, not a no big deal. but you go for the sense of fulfillment. Nabago mo yung barangay mo. Never mind about yung mga criminals. Ano. You just let us know. Total, nandiyan kami. Ako na ang bahala. And I will see to it that hindi ako papayag na tayo rin ang tabla-tabla tayo dito. I will not basta na lang ayaw ko magpa-api-api dyan sa mga hindi man ako pwede magbara kasi sabihin ko na lang maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat po, Pangulong Rodrigo Roa Duterte. At this point, may we request our President to please go downstage for the photo opportunity with the punong-barangays, together with the Congresswoman and former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo, SIL